This is going to be a very lo-fi video. I'm going to read my daughter's story. She has no idea that I'm doing this, but I think it would make an incredible video. I'm going to read you to sleep, but it's going to be something my daughter wrote. I don't know the name of the story or this book that she's writing, but she's not done yet. I saw this. She's been asking me if she can type her story, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But I saw this on the table. And I figured out kind of where she was. But as she's typing, she's kind of rewriting it. So I was like, I was going to surprise her and like type it for her because she doesn't have a lot of time to do that. But I don't want to mess up her story. But I want to read it. And so far, it's 11 pages long. And I know I did a video about like editing your story, and it was actually her story I was reading. But I actually want to just read it. And if there's any errors, I'm probably going to fix them as I go. Okay, we must protect this boy because he holds too much power. Soon people will be after him. Huge side note, my daughter's 13. Tasha said to Volt, yeah, we have to find a way. It's my fault he has these abilities. We should show him his ancestors' backstory. Okay, let's do that right now before it's too late. And the name in this, I forgot if it was Aether. I think it's Aether. We're going to say Aether. It's Aether. Okay, let's do that now before it's too late. Aether, come downstairs. We need you. But there was no answer. Aether usually comes down right away when he is called, so they knew something was wrong. We must go out and find him. He must have run off to go explore by himself. 6 years later, Aether is 16 and is exploring a forest with 20 other teens around his age. He has foster parents and only has a faint memory of his biological parents. Hey there, my name is Ember, and you look familiar. What's your name? Oh, hi, my name is Aether, and you also look very familiar. What's the scar on your wrist? Ember said with worry and curiosity. I got it when I was only 10 years old by touching an artifact when I was on a camping trip with my parents, or with my family, but I'm unsure if that's what actually happened. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Does it hurt? Not really, only when it glows purple. All of a sudden, a group of other teens ambushed the area, but Ember let out an unexpected blast of fire, sending a few of the teens flying backwards. Then Aether let out a giant blast of wind, sending the rest of them backwards, then running away. Is that all you got? A man said while walking from the shadows. You are just as strong as you were when I left you, Aether. How do you know my name? Said Aether. I know a lot about you, a lot more than that about you, like your birthday and where you were born. I'm surprised you don't remember my name. Who are you? I don't know you or how you know me. I am Volt, or should I say, your father. What? You left me when I was 10 years old. Now I live with foster parents. As Ember tried to calm Aether down, his scar glowed purple, and he let out a giant blast of energy at Volt, but Volt dodged it with ease. Whatever you say, nothing can change my mind. Even if it was for my safety, I would have rather stayed with you and Mom. Now I live with strict foster parents. No, not loving, not kind, but parents that work 24/7 and hardly feed me. You could have kept me and hid my identity, but no, you were too obsessed with my power, so I didn't have a normal childhood. Dang. Aether said with anger. It's not like that. I was afraid of what they would do to you. And by they, I'm talking about the Association of Power and Control, APC for short. Okay, then how did they find out I had powers? If you cared about me, then again, how did they find out about my abilities? And why aren't they coming after you and Ember? Well, it's the day your mother died, and I had to find, of course, a parent died. Oh my Wise child. Why? Why does a parent always have to die? True writer. Anyways, well, it's the day that your mother died, and I had to find a way to take care of you all by myself, so I went to the APC and applied there. After that, they did a blood test on me. Now, mind you, I had no idea what the blood test was for, so I let them do it. Soon after they found out about our family's special abilities, they told me if I proceed with teaching you your abilities, and if I don't get rid of you, they're going to disable your power by disabling/killing the source that makes it, which is your scar. You told me that my scar was from touching an artifact. Okay, well, from now on, we're enemies, and I will fight you until I can't anymore. That's adorable. It sounds like there's a tractor in a field, but when I look outside, I don't see anything. If it is a tractor, they have lights on. It's so weird because the sound, it sounds like there's a tractor outside. And my dog was barking earlier, too. When I go outside, I don't really hear anything. Anyways. Well, you gotta learn at some point that you were born with that scar, and not everything your parents say is true. Just as Volt said that he let out a strike of lightning and blasted at Aether, striking him in his chest, Aether stood his ground as the lightning seized through his entire body. His scar stayed lit, making it possible for him to do stronger attacks. Aether channeled all of his power to his hands. As he put his hands to the ground, moments later he was able to pull up an enormous rock out of the ground. Once he threw it at Volt, he crashed it into him, crashing him so he couldn't move. To make things worse, Ember let out a blast of fire and heated the rock to burn Volt. Their battle was a success. Aether and Ember continued their search for the cave. "What is that light up ahead?" Ember said an hour into their walk. "I don't know. I want to check it out." "Okay, sure." When they came closer to the light, there was a huge waterfall reaching the top of the mountain just above them. Through the waterfall, they saw a cave that had a blue glow. After they went through the waterfall and into the cave, Aether's scar glowed. The purple glow of the scar grew darker and darker, and it only grew more and more painful. The pain was so bad that Aether passed out. While he was passed out, he saw moving pictures of his ancestors with different abilities. Some of his ancestors appeared to be on the good side, but the other half on the bad side. Soon the moving pictures started fighting, then the pictures sped up time to his great-grandfather signing something, like a treaty or some sorts. The pictures sped up again to a different point in time, but this time he heard words. "Alan, we need to escape this country. The wars are getting too bad. If we stay, Volt could get taken from us, or worse, he could be killed, for he is the last young man from our tribe. Alan must have been Aether's grandfather, and his grandmother must have been talking." Fixing a few things. "Yes, I know. Ever since my great-grandmother got tricked by the tribe of Peace, we have been living a dangerous life. We will sneak out at 2 a.m. His vision soon faded until all he saw was black. "Aether, wake up. Your dad is coming." But it was too late. Well. It looks like you're on your own. I'll give you 2 choices. Either you hand over Aether nicely, or I'll just have to come and take him from you. The choice is yours, so what will it be? I'll never give him up to you. I guess you'll have to take him then, but I won't make it easy." "Okay, you said it, not me." When Volt stepped closer, Ember shot out a giant blast of fire at Volt, but this time it was dark blue. But again, Volt dodged it easily. "Ha, little girl, is that all you got? I think I'll zap you, then take Aether back with me. It's been nice watching you fight with your pathetic attacks. Too bad it has to end." As Volt concentrated all his energy, something behind Ember lit up. "Leave her alone," Aether said, with his scar powered up. "Well, look who finally decided to show up for the party," Volt said with a smirk. "Yeah, I guess I got tired of hearing your voice and now die." What? It's getting real. As Aether said that, he fired a strong blast of wind, making it hard for Volt to dodge. The wind sent Volt flying back. As he tried to get up, the floor beneath Volt started to shake. Soon the chunk of ground that Volt was on came up from the ground and spun violently. Then the edges of the now floating rock started to form a cage, locking Volt in. To make things worse, Ember shot a blast of fire at the cage, attempting to burn Volt. Instead of hitting Volt, the fire melted a hole, setting Volt free. Ha! Did that go how you planned, little girl? You just fell into our trap, old man. I guess you're not as smart as I thought you were. What do you mean? As Volt said that, giant rock piece fell on top of Volt, just how it did in the forest. Wow, that was amazing, Ember said with excitement. Yeah, it was, Aether said in almost a whisper. What's wrong? You don't seem excited. Without answering, he walked over to Volt and lifted the rock off of him. Luckily, he was knocked out. What are you doing? Searching his pockets for any clues for why he's here. A few minutes later, Aether found something in Volt's sweater pocket. Did you find something yet? I gotta put question marks in a couple places before I forget. Okay. No, not yet, Aether said while slipping the piece of paper into his pocket. After they got back to their own hotel rooms, Aether pulled the piece of paper out of his pocket to find a map to a mysterious location. Oh, that was chapter 1. Now we're in chapter 2. Kind of curious where that's at in here. Okay, as Aether looks at the map, he sees a cryptic message being written in haste. They're coming for you, Aether. Trust no one. The truth lies just beyond the city. As he read the message, his thoughts began to swirl through his mind like a whirlwind. Are you okay? Question mark, not a period. Ember said while sitting next to Aether. Yeah, I'm fine, Aether responded while standing up. I'm going for a walk. Don't follow. As Aether walked, he looked at the map, wondering where it would lead him. About an hour of walking, he finally arrived at a hut type of place. He went in and no one was there. With exhaustion, he sat down in a nearby chair to rest. Hello, is anyone here? Aether said while yawning. Oh, well, look who it is. It's Aether himself. Who are you and how do you know my name? Ha ha ha. I know a lot about you, but that doesn't matter. What can I do for you? I need answers. Why do I have powers? Why did my dad have to abandon me? Where did I get my powers from? Why can I tolerate pain better than most people? Answer these questions. That's funny. Well, Aether, I have an answer for all those questions, but I'm not going to answer them until you tell me where you got that map. No, I asked you first. I need answers. Then I'll tell you where I got this map. Smart it. But for now, you're going to tell me what you have to say, Aether said while standing up. No. Okay, you asked for it. As he said that, he pulled a dagger out of his pocket. He pointed the dagger at Archon, while he stepped closer. Wow, you think that dagger can do something to me? You would be better off using your powers. Then Archon said with a sneer. Hold on, correct. Okay, you asked for it. Just as he was about to shoot energy at Archon, Ember walked in and grabbed Aether's arm. Stop, what are you doing? Well, he won't answer my questions, so I'm going to make him. You can't just force something out of someone. Fine, I won't. But I just had this thought of burning this map. Can you help me with that, Ember? What? Well, I see no wrong in burning a map. As they got ready to burn the map, Akron stopped them. Wait, Aether, I'll tell you all you need to know. Ha, that's what I thought, Aether said with a sneer. You're not who you think you are. Have you ever wondered why everyone wants you and not Ember, or how your mother died? This can all be answered with a simple... This can all be answered with a simple answer. Aether, you're not human. Oh, well, this is starting to sound like a mix between Harry Potter, Ninjago, and The Last Airbender. I'm serious. This is crazy cool. When you were little, your dad accidentally spilled a non-human potion on you, causing you to become a pure energy being, but your human side still lies inside of you. That sounds like Ninjago. Your mom died because of you. When you couldn't control yourself, you struck her with a very powerful force, causing her to die. People are looking for you because you're dangerous and you're the direct source of power. If they take the power, it can run companies that only know of bad. They will use your power for only bad and to cause pain and suffering for everyone else. If you want to become human again, you must drink a potion. What is it? It's a transformation potion. After you drink, you must get blood from your father. Oh, now it's starting to sound like Emperor's New Groove. When you get the blood, you must inject it into yourself. This will activate the human side of you. Okay, I can do that. Just remember that when you fight your dad, your powers will be almost completely gone, and you will be super weak. Okay, let's go, Emperor. We have a battle to win. Wait, you can't just bring me into something like this. Sorry, I thought that you would want to come along. I was just messing with you. Oh, well, let's go before the sun comes up. We have a better chance of finding Volt in the dark, so no one can spot us. Just in case his team is with him, Aether said with determination in his voice. Yeah, good idea. Wait, hold on. Okay, well, let's go before the sun comes up. We have a better chance of finding Volt in the dark, so no one can spot us. Okay, there should not be a period there. Just in case his team is with him. And then another, Aether said with determination in his voice. Yeah, good idea. Okay. 1 second. Okay. As they walked, the scar on his arm was throbbing from the potion. My scar is throbbing. I can feel the pain going through my entire body. It must be from the potion. If we hurry and find Volt, you might just have enough power to defeat him. Yeah, you're probably right. This map is showing me his location. It says that he is just around the corner. Oh, that's like Harry Potter, where they could see like the little map, the little footprints on the map. Okay, be ready for anything. He could be waiting for us, Ember said in a low whisper. Just as they stepped inside a broken arena, Volt was standing in the middle of it with lightning hovering over his hands. Do you really think I didn't know you were coming? Then, Archon, you happen to talk to my brother and uncle. And your uncle. What? Talk to my brother and your uncle. His name is Mark, by the way. Wait, so you know about everything that he told us? You know why we're here? Yes, I do indeed. I was hiding in the back of the hut. I knew you took the map. I was knocked out. I was faking it, knowing you would find and take the map. The only place the map leads people to is Mark. So that's where I headed while you went home. What? I'm very confused right now. You know what? It's fine. We're just going to keep going. Aether, you did find something that night when we searched Volt. Why didn't you tell me? Ember said with hurt in her eyes. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry about this situation anymore. That's why I wanted to go alone when I went with the map, because I knew exactly where it would be, because the map doesn't only show me the location of Mark, but of Mark's hut. It also traces the steps of Volt. When I saw him on the map, I knew that wherever I was going, he was going to be there, either hiding or in the open. Hate to break up the talk, but I believe I have a battle to win. As they took their fighting stances, Aether dropped to the ground, clenching to his scar. The scar grew darker than ever, and the pain surged through him like it never did before. But this didn't stop Volt. He let out a strong lightning bolt at Aether, sending him scraping across the battleground. After that, now it's starting to sound like Pokemon. After that, Ember shot a blue fireball at Volt, causing burns to form over his body, but he still fought. The battle went on for hours until Aether finally got his strength back. Aether let out a giant energy blast, sending Volt flying back. But he didn't stop there. He let out wind, picking Volt up and tossing him back and forth in the air. When Aether was about to throw him, his powers decreased, making Volt slam back into the ground and knocking the wind out of him. Wow. The imagination here is wild. While Volt lay there, Ember and Aether sprinted over to Volt and took blood from him in the form of a shot. Without hesitation, Aether injected it into himself. The shot immediately took action. Aether started to feel nauseous, along with a sight of pain, weakness. A few minutes later, Aether dropped to the floor and started shaking violently, making it look like he was having a seizure. All of this stopped all of a sudden, and Aether felt normal again. This only lasted a couple of minutes. All of a sudden, Aether's eyes lit up with a golden blue color. He spun and lifted off the ground, causing a sand tornado. Aether, what are you doing? Come down, Ember said with fear. I listened to no one. Just as he said this, he shot wind and energy at Ember, sending her crashing through one of the nearby walls. He came back down and walked towards Volt. Picking him up, he shot energy at him, sending him flying across the ground. Just as Volt landed, Aether picked him up again and started punching him violently, then tossed him to the side. His next move, he shot energy at Ember, attempting to hit her. Why? Aether, stop. You've lost control. You need to remember who you are. You need to remember who I am. Yeah, I was about to say, like, why is he going after Ember? I'm so into this. When she said this, Aether stopped and his eyes went back to normal. Before Ember reached him, he passed out. Not even an hour later, Mark showed up with unpleasant news. Oh, hi, Ember. I have some news for you. Well, technically it's for Aether, but he seems unable to hear at the moment, so you will have to do. The potion was actually a weakening potion mixed with a transformation potion, so he has a good chance of dying. Well, I should be on my way, but real quick, I have one more thing. The map said, trust no one. In the message, so he trusted me, and this is what happened. Why would he put trust in someone who he just met? Oh, no. Had his father ever taught him not to trust a stranger? Oh, wait, his father abandoned him. You evil person, go away. He was my friend. Why would you do this? He was the only friend I had. Now he's dead, Ember said with tears running down her eyes. Oh, what a pity, Mark said as he flew away. After Mark left, Ember picked up Aether and carried him to his hotel room. She laid him on the bed, hoping he was just asleep. Then she left. When Ember woke up, she immediately went to Aether's room and unlocked it with her key card. When she got inside, Aether was gone. Puzzled, she left the hotel and searched around the hotel, but she still couldn't find Aether. Oh no, where's Aether? We're in chapter 3. Yeah, yay. I'm so excited. A couple of corrections super quickly here. Okay. The next morning, Ember jumped out of bed, sensing something wasn't right. She quickly sprinted out of her room and down the hall to Aether's room. She pulled out her key and unlocked the door. When she was inside, she walked to his bed, and blankets were a mess pile on the floor, and the sheets were missing along with Aether. She scanned the room for any clues, but she couldn't find any. She couldn't even find the map. Ember felt a rush of panic as she ran out of the building and around the outside area. He was nowhere to be found. After 3 hours of searching, she went back to the hotel room and fell back to sleep. How is she sleeping? Aether, wake up, a soft voice said. Aether, thinking it was a dream, didn't wake up. Again, he heard the voice. Aether, you need to wake up. The voice was still soft, but it was said with a little more push. Still, Aether didn't open his eyes. The voice kept calling his name, but he still wouldn't wake up. 10 minutes, he woke up to a smooth, cold hand brush against his forehead. Who are you? He says to a girl around his age with dark brown hair, skin of color of milk and honey, and a few freckles scattered across her cheeks. That doesn't matter right now. I'm here to save you. You just need to trust me. Okay, hold on. I'm so lost. Hold up. You want me to trust you even though I have no clue on who you are? Yes, it's a long story. Just please trust me. Even if I was bad, what are you going to do with your legs and arms tied to a bed? Good point. I'm only trusting you because I have no choice right now. Well. Looks like you met my assistant, Brittany. Thanks for waking him up. He can start the procedure. Oh, we can start the procedure right away, Volt said with a big grin. I'm sorry, what? That's it? That's it? Hold the phone. I need to find this. That can't be it. Hold the phone. Well. Okay. Brittany, she has been my loyal subject for over 3 years, Volt said in a boasting manner. Volt, what do you want? And what did you do to Ember? Where is she? Aether said in almost a yell chill. I didn't do anything to Ember. I just want you and your powers. Then I will let you go to be with your little girlfriend. It will only take a small amount of time. It will be over before you even know it started. Volt, I've noticed that you forgot to get the needle needed to put him to sleep. You told me that only you knew where it was. Oh, you're right, Brittany. I'll be right back. Watch Aether while I'm gone. As soon as Volt left the room, Brittany unlocked Aether's cuffs. Then together they... Oh my goodness, I don't know what this says. They grabbed his keys. 2 minutes later, he was completely free. Okay, follow me. The exit door is just around the corner. Before she finished, lightning struck, sending her fumbling to the ground. Aether quickly turned around just in time to dodge a bolt coming straight towards him. With all his strength, Aether shot energy at Volt. He was still very weak from the night before. Hey, Volt, watch out. There's something behind you, Aether said, while his hands were on the ground. Yeah, sure. And as soon as I turn around, you're going to shoot your pathetic powers at me. Wow. Okay. Yeah, not a chance. Just as he said this, I don't know what this says, something from behind him slammed into the back, sending him halting forward. While Volt tried to maintain his balance, Aether shot energy at Volt, sending him into another direction. All of a sudden, a blast of ice shot at Volt's direction, freezing him to the ground. Hurry, they won't last long. We need to get you out of here, Brittany said hastily. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop because I'm going to let her type it out and stuff, but oh, that is getting so good. So we're ending it where Brittany comes and gets Volt and he's taking him. If you guys want to hear the rest of this story, please let me know. I will have my daughter and I will help her type this out because, I mean, she's 13. I can't read some of this handwriting. I can't even read my own handwriting, but yeah, I'm super curious to know where this goes. I'm so excited. This is so good. I'm very impressed. I'm very proud right now of my kid. That's really amazing. All right. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks again for watching and listening to my incredible daughter's story. All right. Bye, guys.